Welcome back to the show, everyone. Today what I have for you is another GTA 5 Online video, and we do have quite an interesting week here in GTA in terms of vehicles. Like I said yesterday and on Wednesday, the money bonuses have not been that great. You know, there's no good property discounts or any property discounts at all, but we do have the largest selection of discounted as well as removed vehicles that we've seen in probably over a year here, so it's definitely an event that you're going to want to spend some money on. And as we move throughout today's episode, I'm going to break down all of the best vehicle deals, and I'll tell you which ones are super worth taking advantage of, as well as I'll also advise you on some purchases that won't be worth your hard-earned money. We're going to go in depth on all of the cool and unique features that these vehicles have, their performance, speed, braking, handling, etc., and even check out some cool upgrades that you can do to certain cars, basically to convert them into something entirely new. So let's jump in. Now again, quick disclaimer with this week's buyer's guide as well. I mentioned it yesterday, but we do have 12 vehicle discounts in total this week and 8 total removed vehicles, 4 of which are also discounted. So what I want to do is split them up into these 2 videos so that the buyer's guide that I'm doing today has 8 vehicles and the removed vehicles guide has 8. So there's going to be 4 discounted vehicles that are not featured in today's video because I covered them yesterday. So check out that video if you want. Those are the 4 discounted but also removed vehicles that are featured back for a limited time only. The 8 we're discussing today are in-game websites, and you can buy them on those in-game websites right now. You don't need to go to Premium Deluxe Motorsport or the LS Car Meet or anything like that. So let's jump in. We do have 30% off the FH1 Hunter in the game. When you fly the Hunter in GTA, I would say you're going to be in control of one of the most agile and speedy helicopters. Despite the size making tight space landings a little bit of a challenge with this heli because it is quite big, it's very durable and it's actually able to withstand 3 homing rockets, 5 explosive sniper shots, or even 18 normal heavy sniper rounds, and it also comes equipped with various effective countermeasures like chaff, flares, and even smoke to dodge some incoming missiles if you get in a pinch. The Hunter also comes armed with a very extensive and versatile offensive arsenal too. You get a chin-mounted machine gun, you can get homing or even barrage missiles, various types of bomb options, and overall the Hunter I think offers unmatched firepower for dominating both air and even ground targets in the game. 100% pick it up. Now we'll move on to number 2, which is 30% off the Bravado Banshee. This car has really impressive acceleration, and it also has a significantly higher top speed compared to the previous iteration that we saw in GTA 4. It has a top speed of 118 miles an hour, and with HSW upgrades, you can actually get it as high as 153 miles an hour if you're on current-gen GTA 5. So this is a vehicle that you can also take to Benny's as well, and what you can do with it is you can convert it into that beautiful wide-body Banshee 900R. It'll cost you $565,000, and it's just absolutely incredible to own in the game. While the braking is also going to be similar to the one in GTA 4, the handling has been greatly improved here, so it's very nice. Just watch out for those ultra sharp turns because the rear heavy weight distribution as well as the poor tire grip could lead you to sliding out and crashing, but overall I don't think there's really a huge oversteer or understeer problem with this car. Just watch your speed. The durability is also quite weak without armor upgrades. You know, damage to the wheels is going to greatly impair your performance, so don't skip out on the armor upgrades. And then another cool fun fact in addition for players on PS5 or Xbox Series X and S for GTA is this Banshee also has a meticulously recreated interior. Rockstar kind of went above and beyond to closely mirror that second-gen Dodge Viper SR interior, and it's complete all the way down to a T, which even includes those really nice vertically aligned speedometers, so that's just like a nice little fun fact to know if you decide to buy the Banshee. But now we'll move on to 40% off the Progen PR4. This is another very well-rounded vehicle in this game. It has great handling, excellent braking, and then the only real issue I see that it has is on the road. It experiences a little bit of understeer at its highest speeds, but it can be totally controlled just by even braking a little bit or just letting off the throttle for like half a second if you notice you're taking a corner too fast. And like other open wheel cars we're going to be talking about, you can't use any weapons while you drive the PR4, which kind of sucks, and it is open top, so your head is going to be totally vulnerable to anyone who's deciding to shoot you, so watch out for all types of incoming gunfire. But the PR4 also comes with a unique damage profile as well, where the body kit elements fall off rather than crumple up when you crash, and this is also something that has a big effect on performance, so you definitely want to be careful driving this car. If you do lose pieces of the body, you'll find you're understeering more, you're going to have reduced traction, and that's going to become very apparent if you lose the spoiler. But another cool feature of this car is that you can drive on walls and ceilings with the right angle thanks to the immense downforce that it has in the game. And you also get a real working curve system that boosts your speed for 4 seconds, and it has a 6-second recharge. This is an older Formula 1 inspired vehicle modeled after that 1989 McLaren MP4 and 5, so that's why it doesn't really have a modern appearance like some of the other open wheel cars we want to talk about today, like 40% off the classy DR1 Once again, another really good race car. It has excellent handling and braking. It does have slightly lower acceleration compared to the PR4, and this vehicle is also more prone to oversteer and understeer than the PR4. Again, you can't use weapons. You're just as vulnerable to incoming gunfire. Crashing affects this Indy car in the same way as it does with the PR4, with the body kits falling off all over the place if you take a hard hit. My favorite part about this car is it features a V10 engine, and so you get a beautiful high-pitched sound from the engine and exhaust, and it features that KERS system as well for a temporary speed boost. Next, we'll move on to 40% off the Ocelot R88. This vehicle is basically a carbon copy of the DR1 in terms of performance. It has all the same features, so it's really just personal preference which Indy car you want to drive around GTA Online, whether it's the R88 or DR1, or if you want the nice older Formula 1 car, go with the PR4. Next, let's talk about 30% off the Sea Sparrow. I'll say right off the bat, there's no point in buying this version compared to the normal Sparrow unless you just want the ability to land on water, because this has the exact same performance as the normal Sparrow that you could spawn through the catka interaction vehicles menu. It's just as compact, lightweight, nimble, and stable. You can get a top speed of about 154 miles an hour. Durability-wise, I'd say it's comparable to any civilian helicopter like the Maverick we're going to be talking about next, or even the Frogger. You're simply going to be way too vulnerable to explosions, but interestingly enough, you can survive 18 sniper rounds with upgraded armor while you're piloting this heli. Unfortunately, though, you do lack all countermeasures unlike the normal Sparrow, so it's definitely worse in terms of defense, but in terms of weaponry and offensive capabilities, it's just as good because you get the 50 caliber minigun, you get the missiles with no reload time, and you also have extremely precise missile targeting in either homing or non-homing mode as well. Basically, like I said, same weaponry as the normal Sparrow, so if you decide you want a Sparrow at all, just get your catka and get the normal Sparrow, where you can also store and customize that one in your catka moon pool if you so choose. Next up, let's talk about 30% off the Buckingham Maverick. This heli boasts improved handling compared to the one featured in GTA 4 if you've flown that one, and it also has the same top speed of 140 miles an hour. The takeoff capability is about the same too, but it does have enhanced rigidity, and it's a little bit easier to maneuver compared to the one in GTA 4 as well, but the GTA 5 Maverick does have a more simplified two-blade rotor system compared to 4, which it had previously in the other game. Again, another standard civilian heli, so you're going to explode from high-speed impacts really easily, or just take one rocket and you'll blow up, things like that. But if you do like the look of the IRL Bell 206L Long Ranger heli, then you'll like the look of the Buckingham Maverick in GTA Online. Finally, let's move on to 30% off the Shisui Squalo. I was actually pretty surprised to see players that were excited for this discount, to be honest. I didn't think anyone would want it, but I actually saw some comments about it. Some even said that they've been waiting and saving to buy this boat, which means they've probably been waiting for years and years, because I can't even remember the last time it was on discount, but good for them because it's discounted now. The Squalo in GTA, I would say honestly, it's a fast boat. It's going to be slower than that Jetmax or the Longfin, of course, but it does offer, I would say, better handling in the water. You can turn really sharply with this boat, and so if you plan on using it in the Vespucci canals, it's perfect for that. And also, because of the game's updated water physics, you're going to get some occasional speed reductions when you're trying to battle through the waves as you go further out to sea, compared to something like the Longfin that cuts through it really nice. And then the Squalo's design draws inspiration from that real-life boat like the Sea Ray 210 Overnighter or even the Fibrafort 265, so you get a nice blended design when it comes to some IRL watercraft in this game. When it comes to what to buy, definitely check out the FH1 Hunter, the Bravado Banshee, and the Progen PR4. I'd recommend you consider buying the classy DR1, the Ocelot R88, and the Shisui Squalo as a boat if you want, and then I would avoid the Sea Sparrow as well as the Buckingham Maverick. But that's all for today's discounts review. Again, make sure to check out my in-depth review and tips video on all of the removed vehicles and the rare vehicles that I uploaded yesterday. Those are all back into the game for a limited time with this week's update as well, and that's where you'll find the other 4 vehicle discounts that are also discounted, but like I said, they are removed vehicles as well, so I included them in that video instead. Those consist of the Zion Classic, the Ubermacht SC1, the Dundreary Landstalker XL, and even the Gratis Stinger. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online and Rockstar Games content, then make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. Also, check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in my description box down below. Thank you again so much for watching. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.